I really didn't mean to come on this early. I am so sorry, but I am on here now, so I might as well. I accidentally pressed the button. hmm So I'm on here now, so I might as well. I didn't mean to come on this early, but I'm here. How y'all doing? How everybody doing? How y'all doing today on this beautiful Tuesday? I'm early. Hey, how y'all doing? Wait, I gotta get myself together because I came on here a little too early. These glasses crooked to the side. What's wrong with them? I can't find my other glasses. All the glasses I have. I need to go to eye doctor. It's, it's storming outside too. Give me a minute, y'all. I I accidentally came on early. Hey y'all, hey Linda, hey Wanda, hey Angie. How y'all doing? What's going on with y'all? Mm, yeah, I'm on here early. So let me finish doing what I was doing. Cause I usually set up. Shut shut up. That's the phone making noise. How y'all doing? Y'all okay? Everybody all right? Cause I'm good. I I won't complain. How about that? Complaint ain't gonna change the situation. How about that? I got another frozen cup today. Today I got a blue one. Anybody want some? Don't say I didn't offer. hmm Don't say I didn't offer y'all none. hmm Since I came on here early, just give me a little time um, to set up all the platforms. I ain't mean to call my son. The phone be calling people. My neighbor said that he had the Culverton had him hemmed up one day outside, and I say I ain't nothing about that, but yeah, hold on, let me fix my clothes. Why it's looking like that? Y'all can see me? Why it look a little dark? Y'all can see me? Right, let me get the other phone. Uh-huh. Yeah, y'all know the topic today is when people show you who they are. Hey, Queen. Happy Tuesday. When people show you who they are, y'all got to start believing them because that's who they always been. That's the topic for today. Just give me a minute. I wonder why. Hey, look, y'all can see me clearly on on YouTube. Can y'all see me clearly? Cause I look like it's a little got a little shade to it, and I light as I usually be, so it just look a little different. So wait, hold up. Oh, they still showing me, baby. They still showing me, baby. I'm looking on IG, and they're showing me popping up. hmm I guess they'll get sick of me. Well, get sick of me because I ain't going nowhere. How about that? Ain't going nowhere. So y'all can say y'all getting see this right here. Hold up, y'all. Now, give me a minute. That's why I don't come on here until everything is right. See what I'm saying? Cause phones go to falling and all that kind of stuff. You know, people supposed to be looking at you and they trying to see what you got in your house and all of that. All that. Let's see if we got it. See what y'all got on and all that. A dress that I been had. Why y'all look so? Why it look so dark on here? That's what I'm trying to understand. And why my glasses look crooked? I gotta put some light over here. I don't know why it looks so dark. Y'all can see me clearly on YouTube? Because it look like it's kind of like shady like. It's not light like it usually be. It's, oh, okay. It's lighter on IG. It is. And it was starting to rain outside. So I thought it was thundering, lightning over here. I don't know how y'all is over there, but over here it's lightning and thundering. So y'all, the topic for today is, since I'm on here a little early, wait, let me give them a little chance to catch up over here on IG and Facebook. I so love y'all on YouTube. Y'all be on time. Y'all be on YouTube before me. So I so love y'all. Thank y'all for the love and support. What I done over the weekend? I went to the ball. I went to Restyle ball, and I had a phenomenal time at the ball. And I think I stood in the bed on Sunday, and I got up, but I forgot exactly what I did. I cook on Sunday because I was on live with some young lady at 4:30 in the morning after I came from the ball. But I ain't gonna lie, y'all, the ball was everything. I really, really enjoyed myself. Whatever style give again, I am going to participate. I'm going to be a part of it. So, and I gotta this week I will let y'all know what the comedy show gonna be. My comedy show / my birthday is either gonna be the last week of June, or it's gonna be. I don't want to clash with the Essence. See, so I want to celebrate before or after. So I have to let y'all know for the people who want to come. So okay, look like after this post some more pictures. That's good. You enjoy something. Yeah. So I have pictures. I have pictures on my IG, and I have pictures on my Facebook, and I have pictures on my TikTok. I be making AI on TikTok. So I got pictures on all my platforms. So I don't really post a lot of pictures like on YouTube. I just do my videos and stuff like that. And I be trying to find my old video. And I saw somebody today when I went out today. I saw somebody they want to come on my live. I had 2 people today that want to come on my live. So I have to get with somebody so they can show me how to do the StreamYard, because I don't know how to do that with my laptop. So I need them to walk me through it. Are we gonna come for sure? So I'm gonna let y'all know ahead of time so y'all can make preparations to come. But anyway, y'all, I got another frozen cup. This is my favorite color, blue, but not just light blue. Navy blue is my favorite color for y'all who don't know. So I got me another frozen cup. So y'all, I'm over here talking to the people on Facebook, and I never pressed the button. I'm just saying, I never pressed the button. Oh, you love Bluetooth? See, we got something in common, sister. Y'all, I was over here running my mouth to the people on Facebook, and I never even pressed the button. I never pressed the button. But let me say this, y'all. I don't never want to come on social media and make y'all feel uncomfortable. That's why I choose not to be asking y'all about, but a closed mouth don't get fed. Some people be telling me, well, don't be big and don't be asking people to do certain things and this and that. And it's understandable. I don't want to ask y'all to do certain things I don't want myself to make me feel like I'm begging y'all, hey, sister girl, hey, queen. I don't want to, I want y'all to feel comfortable. Even when I'm talking about life, even when I'm talking about the things that I'm talking about, I don't want y'all to be feeling some type of way. You know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all to get caught up in y'all feeling by thinking I'm saying something out of the ordinary that's disrespectful or something like that. I don't, if y'all ever feel like I say something and y'all, I'm on here and we can agree to disagree. I don't expect y'all to agree with everything that I talk about. But at the end of the day, if you don't agree with something that I said, I mean, we could debate. You could tell me how you feel about something that I said, and I'll tell you how I feel about it. And I'm open for questions. I'm open for breaking stuff down because I'm good at breaking stuff down. When it comes down to me being in the world, I'm in the world, but I'm not of the world. So I know how to break stuff down for the people who let stuff go over their head, like be saying, now, you know what? I don't get that, Miss Ann. I like people to ask me questions, but don't ask me no stupid question like, uh, but sometimes people ask you questions and it might not be stupid to them. You know what I'm saying? But it sounds stupid to some people. You know what I'm saying? Like some people say, oh, so you do stand-up comedy? Stand-up comedy? You know what I'm saying? Not really thinking that I'm sitting down. You know what I'm saying? It's not a stupid question, but at the same time, you can't look at it like, yeah, right. You can't look at it like people, like Victoria, you can't look at it like people saying something stupid. They're not really thinking about me sitting down, doing comedy. Yeah, I am a comedian. And no, I'm not a stand-up comedian. I'm just saying. And a lot of people say, oh, you do stand-up? And I be like, hey, nephew. And I be like, yeah, right. What you say, Angel? Or us all going to go down for the comedy show. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So are y'all coming down to the comedy show? Because guess what? A lot of people be saying stuff. I love you more. A lot of people be saying stuff and they be acting like they want to support and they be acting like they want to, at least if y'all come down to the comedy show, y'all get a chance to meet me and y'all get a chance to celebrate my birthday with me. I'm just saying, hey, Pam, y'all get an opportunity to celebrate my birthday with me. And that's a beautiful thing because I'm about to be 60 years old. And it's a beautiful thing for me to see 60. So I will be more than happy for y'all. So I'm going to give y'all more than enough time. I'm going to give y'all enough time. I'll make sure I give y'all enough time so y'all can come and celebrate with me. Oh, you in Texas? What part of Texas you in? You in Texas now. New Orleans is my home. It's my hometown, but I'm not traveling anywhere no time soon. Well, girl, you in Dallas, Sandra? Well, you ain't got to travel nowhere no time soon. So my birthday is in July. So you have an opportunity to let me know whether or not you want to come or you have an opportunity to come. So you ain't got to go nowhere no time soon, but you're more than welcome to come down to my comedy show / birthday celebration. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Because I done been in Texas several times. And every time I come out there, I tell people I'm out there. Nobody don't hit me up while I'm out there. Uh-huh. I got a daughter that live out there. I was just out there like a couple of months ago. Not too far, like 3 months ago, or maybe 4 months ago, I was out there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So y'all invited. It's gonna be a comedy show. It's gonna be real, real nice. You could dip in, you could dip out. That's what I'm saying. You could dip in, you can dip out. I'm just saying. But anyway, y'all, today's topic is, I know y'all read the topic. It says, when people show you who they are, y'all need to start believing them the first time. If a person show you that they selfish, that they disrespectful, that they don't listen, some people ain't gonna never change. A lot of people, we want to change, but we got to realize that a lot of things are out of our control. We can't control other people. You can't control nobody else. All you could do, like even our children, even our parents, even our siblings, we can't control other people and their feelings and their emotions. Yeah, we want people to be like us, some of us, but Everybody not built like us. See me, I'm a giver. Hey, Queen, I'm a giver. Oh, wow. My son calling me, but I accidentally called him. But me, myself, Rhonda, black girl, I am a giver. And uh, wait, I might have to put the charger in. Ain't nobody said nothing. I might have to charge the laptop. That's probably why it's looking like that. Oh, oh my God. Girl, I'm a genius. Girl, thank you, Lord. Sometimes it pays to use common sense, to use the gift that God give you. Now, for some apparent reason, I just wouldn't let it rest that the tablet wasn't light enough. And I said, something ain't right. So I looked down and I looked at the battery and I said, oh well, it's probably need to be charged. But anyway, Lord, thank you. Thank you for giving me wisdom. Thank you. Hey, sister girl. Hey, queen. Love you. So yeah. Today we talking about when people show you who they are. We talking about believe them the first time. Because a lot of people, a lot of men, a lot of so-called friends, didn't show me who they was. And you know, somebody, have it been a time in your life where somebody told you, somebody said something about you, or somebody did something to you, and you didn't want to believe it? You was in denial, like saying, "No, not her, not him." You know what I'm saying? I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna speak for me. Yo, I gotta take my sound off. Y'all, give me a minute, cause I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I promise y'all, every time I come on live, I have muscle spasms. Only when I come on live. So I'm gonna take my shoes off, my sounders off, because they're the sounders that go between your toes. So, but one thing about my body, if something is going on with my body, I'm gonna have a reaction, and it's gonna let me know. So it just alert me to let me know that to take my sound off. So that's the good part. That's the good thing. So now I can relax. But it never fails. Every time I come on here and go live, I always have muscle spasms. So y'all listen. Um, the word for the day is when people show you who they are the first time, believe them. Stop thinking in your mind that they're going to change. Because most people, when they show you who they are the first time, that's really who they is. If a man lied to you in the beginning, most likely he's going to be a liar. He's going to continue to be a liar. If a man abuse you, even if it's mentally or physically, or a woman, vice versa, that's who they are. If they haven't changed, let me tell y'all something. The only way you can change in the world, the only way you can change your persona, your attitude, your ways, the only way you can change if you draw closer to Jehovah. Other than that, you still gonna have your same little nasty ways. You still gonna be mistreating, talk to people any kind of way. But when you have a fear, like I fear God, I fear Jehovah. So the reason why I am not the person that I used to be is because I don't want to disappoint Jehovah. See, some of y'all haven't got to that point yet. See what I'm saying? Like people that cussing people out and all that. I ain't gonna lie. After I cuss, if somebody come at me, which somebody used to come at me on the internet or whatever, and I go extremely off, and I ain't gonna lie, I be so ashamed after, cause I know better. When somebody come at you, you don't have to cuss them out. You can say things out of your mouth and cut them like a knife without even cutting them out. I mean, without cussing them out. Because the mouth is the sword. Our mouth is a terrible thing. I ain't gonna lie. The tongue, that's why he said that is in the power of the tongue. When you speak things out of your mouth got power. You can unalive somebody with your mouth. All you got to do is say the wrong thing. And you can lie and say somebody did you something, or you can lie on somebody and somebody could get unalive just because of what you say, and it could be a darn lie. So for a lot of y'all that's dealing with other people, and a lot of us deal with other people, what y'all got to know is that you want him to change. You want her to change. We want our children to change. We want our parents to change. Some people not willing to change. Some people comfortable in being the person who they are. They don't want to change because they feel like they got an image. And if they change, they feel like people going to judge them a different way. But me, for instance, in order for me to still be alive, I had to change. I feel like I didn't have a choice. Either you're going to change your life. Anybody want some? Either you're going to change your life, or you're going to stay the same, or you're going to destroy your life. See, I know that if I wouldn't change my life and I was continue to keep doing the things that I was doing, I was headed for destruction. And a lot of y'all, he give y'all chance after chance after chance. But somebody on here, you only get one more chance. And your chance is about to be over. He wants you to stop wanting to change other people. Stop wanting to, well, that's my son, that's my daughter. And you know what, at the end of the day, well, he going to change. You want him to change. You want her to change. But at the end of the day, all the praying in the world that you're doing for them, they're not praying for themselves. They don't want to change right now. They want to continue to live their life. They want to live their life a certain way because at the end of the day, a lot of worldly people is worrying about the worldly people. Y'all don't know that? Hey, Rita, a lot of people is worrying. A lot of worldly people is living for other worldly people. But let me tell y'all something. It's going to come a time in your life as you get older, you're going to realize that worrying about other people is not a factor. I don't worry about other people no more. The only thing I'm worrying about now in my life is doing what I need to do for Jehovah. We can't even worry about our young adult children. Because guess what? We'll be around here stressing and worrying about our children and our grandchildren and our family and all that. We stressing and we going to wind up in the hospital, wind up, almost unalive, and they still going to continue to live their life the way that they want to live their life. So y'all got to make a choice. Either you're going to live your life, the way that you should be living your life and enjoy your life and not worry about your grown-ass children, your grown-ass mama, your grown-ass daddy, your sister, your auntie, your cousin, your nanny, your friends. Because when you leave the day tomorrow, ain't none of them, they're going to cry. And they're going to be distressed for a little while. But after a while, it's going to be a every now and then thing where they think about you. It's not going to be an everyday thing. Every day I'm thinking about you. Because at the end of the day, y'all notice when people pass away, and it's not for everybody. It's for some people. Some people think about their mom and their daddy every day. Y'all know the people that think about their mom and their daddy every day is the ones who mistreated their mom and their daddy. A lot of people, their conscience is bothering them because when their mama, Tracy, when their mama and their daddy was alive, they didn't treat them right. They mistreat them. See what I'm saying? A lot of people be saying, well, I hope they get it right before it's too late. At the end of the day, I don't wish nothing bad on my children. I want my children to get their life right while I'm still alive. I want to see it. I want them to get their life right while I'm still alive. So, you know why I be saying certain things? Because I want them to get it right. That's why I keep on talking about it. But at the end of the day, they still got to go through the process. If they don't get their life right and realize what people telling them and won't be disobedient, guess what? They got to bump their head. And no matter whether we like it or not, and a lot of us love our children, and when our children hurt, we hurt. But at the end of the day, how could they not hurt when we hurt? Do I need to say it again? Hold on, let me get a sip. Let me say it again. We hurt when our children hurt. So if we hurt when they hurt, why they don't hurt when we hurt? And somebody on here say, yeah, I know my children will come and do this for me and do that for me. And at the end of the day, that's what you want to believe. If our children love us, they're not gonna hurt us. I'm not saying that they don't love us, but they don't love us the way that we love them. Because we love them enough to not want to see them hurt. We love them enough that if somebody call you and say, well, so-and-so, the police out there beating up your child, we going to go head first. Don't know if they're wrong or right. I see it every day. I see they could be out there and they be done did something and the police got them dead wrong, dead right. And here come the mama. Let my child go. My child don't bother nobody. My child ain't did nothing. And all this is deep down inside. She know her child guilty of what they said. She or he did. So I have learned in life not to say what my children are doing or not doing. Because one day I said that and I told little Corey, I said, and he said, you don't know what I be doing. And I was like, you know what? Son, you right. And a lot of y'all like that. A lot of us want to believe that our kids love us enough so where they're not going to hurt us. They love us, but they don't love us enough like we love them. You know, like when we used to be eating, like me with the frozen cup, and the children will come inside, and they be like, the frozen cup good to me. And one of your children come inside, and they be like, Mama, give me that frozen cup. And knowing you really want this frozen cup, and they don't have no more. We would take the last frozen cup that we have and give away to our children. Now, would they do the same for us? Not all of them. And somebody on here saying, yeah, mine was. That's what you want to believe. Some of y'all got to realize that we have children that'll put their spouse, their girlfriend, their husband, their wife, and all that. They'll put them, a lot of y'all on here, y'all kids will put their spouse or the people that they love before you. And you be there for them when they break up with their spouse, when they come to you with their problem and all that. But when you need them, they'll turn their back on you for their spouse. And sometimes I get so tired of hearing people saying, well, my wife come before my mom. Okay, we understand it. The level of love that your mother have and the level of love that your wife have is no comparison. You cannot compare a mother's love to a wife's love. I'm talking to somebody on here talking about, yeah, I love my wife more than I love my mom. Oh, wow. There's no comparison. The love is totally different. Your wife love you in another way, and your mama love you unconditional. So at the end of the day, when you're wrong or right, she gonna ride or die. When you get another wife, that's still gonna be your mama. Hey, darling, I'm just saying. And a lot of y'all women get caught up in y'all feelings about a man loving his mama or loving the mama and the dad. How could you as a woman compare yourself to a mother? I don't care what's going on with her and her son. At the end of the day, that ain't your place. That ain't your place to step in between a mother and a son, a mother or a daughter, a mother and a father. That's not your place. Some of y'all got to know y'all place. And some of the mother-in-laws got to know their place too. Because we all have boundaries. Hey, queen, hey, sister girl. Everybody have boundaries. Everybody should respect everybody. But a lot of y'all, mother-in-laws, y'all be in between a rock and a hard place with y'all sons and y'all daughter-in-laws, and you don't like this one and she don't like you and this and that. Some of the daughter-in-laws want to be too in control. You know, at the end of the day, if he want to go by his mama, spend time with his little mama, with his mama from time to time, what's wrong with that? You know, a lot of y'all gotta stop. Because at the end of the day, when somebody come in your life and you have somebody good, you could run a good person away with your attitude, with you acting some kind of way. Hey, Paula, you acting some kind of way. Because at the end of the day, I mean, that's why Jehovah made a mother and a father. So how could you as a wife or a husband, how could y'all think y'all could compare yourself to somebody mama or somebody daddy? How could you say, well, I'm better than a mama? How could you say you better than his mother? What makes you better? Because you the wife, that makes you better than his mother? A lot of y'all be claiming the mother-in-laws don't like y'all, but y'all don't like the mother-in-laws. That go two ways. Oh, she don't like me, she like the, and then y'all want the mother-in-laws to fall out with somebody that was there before you. If somebody, let me tell y'all something. If a mother-in-law was dealing with a daughter-in-law before you, and now she not, the daughter-in-law, he not with her anymore. That's his ex. But y'all still got to realize that even though that's his ex, that's still his children's mother. And a lot of y'all so insecure about a baby mama when at the end, when you know who you are and whose you are, the other woman shouldn't even bother you. And not only that, when you got a man that really love you and respect you, you shouldn't even be bothered. A lot of y'all worrying about a bunch of nothing. If you got a man that respect you, honor, obey, and you know is loyal to you, or you feel like he loyal, why are you worrying about what happened with the ex, or why are you feeling some type of way because the mama still talk to the ex or whatever, and you got the man? Why is y'all so bothered about another person that no longer supposed to be existing? So okay, so all right, so he not with her, or she not with him. So the whole family is supposed to, oh, well, let's exclude her. Let's just turn. They got some people are very mature when it come down to them being an ex. They got some people could be, I done saw two men, and I applaud this. It was the stepdaddy and the real daddy at the graduation, and they took a picture. That's what I'm talking about. It was the stepdaddy had on the shirt of the young lady that graduated, and the real daddy had on the shirt of the young lady that graduated. That's what I'm talking about. That's a level of respect. Nobody ain't mad with nobody. Both them grown men. Why women can't be like that? Why women got to be bitter and mad? Oh, I don't want her there. I don't want to be around her and all that. Just because it didn't work out with you and him. What that got to do with the new wife or the new old lady? What that got to do with you? And then a lot of y'all use the children up. Well, I want her at the graduation, and I want him at the graduation. Why? Why y'all always get caught up in your emotions and your feelings and be like, you know what? Just because he wasn't good to you and y'all couldn't get along, and some of y'all was going along to get along. Hey, Janice, what that got to do with the children? Why y'all always have to drag the children along with y'all and y'all shenanigans? People don't get along all the time. And I ain't gonna lie to say, I'm gonna make an example. To say that I am in a wheelchair. Hey, Tawana. To say that I am in a wheelchair. To say that this man The woman almost unalived me. The judge made it perfectly clear to me whether you want her around or not. That's the choice that he made. That's the woman that he married. You have to let your children be around her. And I have no choice. I didn't have a choice. And at the end of the day, that's what I had to deal with. But y'all be around here rapping and raid and going off and all this shit kind of stuff. A lot of y'all got to make the decision based upon what's best for the children. But instead of y'all doing what's best for the children, y'all putting yourself in the equation. You know what? But it's not about you. Hey, Dana, it's not about you. It's about what's right. A lot of y'all missing the message. A lot of y'all messing up things for y'all children. They got some men pay child support. They got some men that do what they supposed to do for their children. And you know what? Some of y'all still caught up in y'all emotions and y'all feelings on him cheating on you. They got some women still bitter and still hurt behind a man cheating on them with the woman. And they got, let me say this, they got some men that then left their wife for the woman that they was cheating on their wife with. And the wife still bitter and still angry and still mad. And we got a lot of women that's like that. We got a lot of women that deal with that, that's dealing with that right now. And it's okay to feel some type of way, but they didn't went on with their life. They was trying to be happy people. But if you knew Jehovah, you'll know that whatever they do unto you, it'll be done unto them. How could we as people believe that people that mistreat people, men that play game, women that play game, do you not think that whatever you do unto somebody else, it's already written? Whatever do unto people, if you want somebody to do unto you. Hey, Blue. So if y'all bothered and worrying about stuff, at the end of the day, that means that you don't know Jehovah. Because what we do in this life, whatever we do unto other people, it's going to be done back unto us. But some of y'all want to play like y'all so good at your shoes, like y'all ain't never was a cheater. So you mean to tell me all the women that be on my platform, ain't none of y'all cheated, ain't none of y'all was a cheater, ain't none of y'all that had more than one man? So just all the men just cheaters. Yeah, right. Women cheat too. I used to be around a bunch of women and they used to be meeting their man. Their man used to come to the card games. I'm just saying, and I'm not snitching. And they had a man at home. The man gave them money to play cards, but they got their man at the card game. I'm just saying. So do unto others as they do unto you. And what goes around comes around. So some of y'all, when y'all shit start coming in y'all life, y'all won't play like y'all don't know why it's coming back. Well, I'm here to tell y'all, girl, you cheated on somebody and not somebody cheated on you. And God forbid if you was married, infidelity, you was cheating while you was married. And let me say this to y'all, a lot of women. Let me say this. If your husband cheating on you, if he's cheating on you, do it give you the right to go out and cheat on him? Okay, so fair exchange ain't no robbery. If he cheating on me, I'm gonna tell y'all about me. I'm gonna tell y'all about me. I can't speak for y'all. Blue. Miss Ann definitely have had a yeah. So let me tell y'all about me. A man cheated on me when I became married. But we ain't gonna play the dozens. You know what? Once I find out you cheated on me, I'm gonna build up enough strength, enough courage to leave your ass. Cause I'm not gonna be, oh, cause you cheated, I'm gonna go out there and cheat it. Nah, y'all play that tit for tat. That's for children. I don't play that. I don't play tit for tat. I don't live like that. And now the world that we living in right now, at the end of the day, so he cheating and he sleeping around, and now you cheating and you sleeping around. So what you get out of that? What you get out of sleeping with another man? Because at the end of the day, they say it's different when a man cheats than a woman. To me, it's all the same. If you cheating and she cheating, what's the difference? Oh, but at the end of the day, for me, I'm a phenomenal woman. So at the end of the day, I carry myself a certain way. So at the end of the day, I'm not gonna be out there, oh, cause he out there cheating, I'm gonna go cheat. No, I'm gonna think of a master plan. I'm gonna think about how I could stack my bread. I'm gonna think about how I could find me somewhere else to live, and I'm gonna leave your cheating ass right where you belong, by yourself or with whoever you're cheating with. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So with that being said, yeah, when people show y'all who y'all, and when people show y'all who they ought to be in the beginning, why not believe them? If somebody lied to you in the beginning, why would you think that they ain't gonna lie to you again? And the only reason why they wouldn't lie to you again, let me tell you something. People rather you lie to them than tell them the truth. I'm just saying. People rather you lie than tell them the truth. So something wrong with y'all hands for the likes and stuff like that? Y'all fingers hurting? I'm just asking, and I ain't asking for a friend. A lot of y'all in relationship, some people, they rather lie to you than be honest with you. So, but if somebody said they rather people lie to them than tell them the truth. Not me. I want you to tell me the truth. And when you tell me the truth, I know how to handle it. But a lot of y'all, rather for somebody to lie and tell y'all that they love y'all than to tell y'all, oh, I love you, and you believe it. What if they say, well, I'm in love with you. I love you, but I'm not in love with you. Some of y'all wouldn't even understand what that means. I love you, but I'm not in love with you. That means I love you, but I don't love you like that. And y'all rather if a person tell you that, you ain't gonna understand that. If a person be real with you, a lot of y'all just want people just to lie to y'all. A lot of y'all can't handle the truth. Yeah, tell me the truth, so I know how to deal with it. And another thing I want to tell y'all: stop being good to people that mistreating you. Two wrongs don't make a right, girl. Stop being good to people that's constantly mistreating you. A lot of y'all is getting mistreated, and y'all hoping and wishing and praying that the person that you are good to, you hoping that they change. You wishing that they change. Ain't nothing you do is good enough. I don't know who it is, but somebody on here, you even humble yourself. You get home, you cook, the house be clean. You change your persona, you change your ways. You're not doing the things you don't smoke cigarettes, you don't drink no more. You don't do none of the things you used to do because you're trying to make a change in your life. And this person told you if you changed, they was going to treat you better. And they not. They lie. That was an excuse that they use. Their intentions are not to change. So on this day, which is today, that person who you've been good to, who deceived you, who lied to you, at the end of the day, that person is never going to change. So what you need to stop doing is stop pleasing that person so much and making everything, what's the word? Convenient for them. And look in the mirror at yourself and make yourself all that energy that you've been pouring out to make another person happy. You got to make you happy. You got to stop. Y'all got to stop. You got to focus on you. Stop trying to force yourself to make somebody else happy who is not happy within themselves. Somebody on here with somebody, ain't nothing you do is good enough. Ain't nothing you do. I don't care how many pair of tennis you buy them, how much cologne you buy them, how many the clothes, the jeans, the shirts, the hip hop clothes and all that, how much you get a nails done, you get a toes done, pedicure, medicure, and all that pedicure, whatever it is. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. No matter what you do for this individual is not good enough. You giving your all. Some of the energy that y'all pour out giving it to other people, y'all need to give that time to Jehovah, even if it's a little time. Every day I wake up, I don't forget to say, Lord, I thank you for another day. I don't ever want to have to be on the internet where I'm begging people, where I need people. I don't want to live like that. I want to be able to pay my bills, and I want to be able to do the things that I need to do. I don't want to be the person where every time you look around, I didn't did all this, for that one. And now it's time for me to be a blessing to myself, and I can't even bless myself. Somebody on here, I'm just saying, stop being at people beck and call when they're not at yours. Stop. Oh, I gotta help my children. I gotta help your daughter have an old man. Your son have an old lady. Yeah, our children is in relationships. So if they're in a relationship, you've been helping time after time after time. So at the end of the day, when you run out, who gonna help you? You've been working doing, overtime, your overtime money. You be saying, well, I'm going to take my money and I'm going to go buy me this. And, I'm going to save my money because I want me a house. I want me a new car and this and that. All the money that you had saved, everything that you had planned, you took that away from yourself. Because you know what? Not every time we hear a verse, it be Jehovah. Not all the time. Sometimes the enemy will tell you to do something, and in your mind, you thinking it's Jehovah, and it's not. Jehovah not going to tell you to go broke. Jehovah not going to tell you to give your last to where at the end of the day, well, this the last piece of bread, and you're going to be hungry later. Jehovah not going to tell you to give the last piece of bread. Oh, wait. He might tell you, now, this is your last piece of bread. Now, you can give him you can split it down the middle. Before it's given the whole bread, nah, that's not how Jehovah. A lot of y'all been blessing people, but y'all been blessing the wrong people. You could still be a giver. You could still have the heart that you have, a giving heart. But a lot of y'all been blessing people that ain't gonna never be a blessing to y'all. And not everybody, because they got people, like when I bless people, I could bless somebody and walk away and never see them again. Because my blessing don't come from them. My blessing come from. See, let me tell y'all something. Y'all be looking for blessings in a form of money, in a form of houses, cars. My blessing I be looking for is to live long, to be able to be here long enough to see my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren and my great-grandchildren. Yeah, even with money too. But when God allow you to be here for some years, that's a blessing in itself. Y'all know how many people that's not here anymore? I'm about to be 60 years old. I could have been laying in my grave 31 years ago. But he left me here. So why would I be on the internet all the time? God saying, also, and I left you here, and now you being ungrateful, and you crying, and you worried, and you stressing. But I left you here. You got beautiful children. You got beautiful grandchildren, even though it's not your way. It's not your way, but at the end of the day, it's not my way because the enemy fight against me with my children and my grandchildren. But at the end of the day, I'm going to keep on praying. And guess what? He said, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. So the weapons is forming against me, but they're not prospering. But at the end of the day, every day, I still have a chance. Every day I wake up, I got a chance to see one day things going to change. All you got to do is keep on trusting and believing. Anytime he say, you got to have enough faith as a mustard seed. And a mustard seed is so little. And a lot of y'all put your trust in man that you sleep with. You put your trust in a woman that you sleep with, or you put trust in other people. When at the end of the day, that same energy that you pouring out to people that now You can't trust them. That same energy that you putting it toward this man or toward this woman or toward other people, just think if you pour that energy into Jehovah, at least just once a day and say, Lord, I thank you. Hey, sister girl, just think a little mustard seed. So at the end of the day, what I have learned about life, and it took me a long time to get to where I'm at, is that ain't you crying over something that's out of your control. And let me tell y'all what's out of our control. Our grown ass children. Our grown ass children, out of our husbands, the wives, the mama, the daddies, the grandchildren, the friends, the family. People gonna be who people is. Some people you can't control, other people. All you can control is your life. Girl, you better live your life and live it to the fullest. Some of y'all diabetics. Some of y'all have cancer. Some of y'all take insulin. Some of y'all got all kind of other sickness. And now when we stress and we worry, either if you worry, you're going to lose weight. If you worry, you're going to gain weight. Some of us got other shit to worry about. So why we take so much energy into worrying about our grown ass children that's going to be, let me tell y'all, we supposed to live long enough for our children to bury us. And our children supposed to live long enough to be able to bury us. But some of y'all is not teaching y'all children not to go astray. Some of y'all is being held accountable for the stuff that y'all allow y'all children to do and say around y'all. Some of y'all got adult children and they don't know no better. So a lot of y'all think because people is older, like a lot of us is older, and it's y'all think because they older, they supposed to know everything. Everybody don't know everything. Everybody don't know everything. You learn stuff every day. Every day. Nobody on this earth, on this green earth, is gonna be unalive and die and say, you know what? They knew everything. Nobody know everything. Because if everybody know everything, everybody will know when their time expire on this earth. Ain't that something? Ain't there one of us on here, Tracy, stand your mind. Ain't none of us on here know when we gonna leave this earth. Ain't that something? Ain't that amazing? You don't know when you gonna go. I don't know when I'm gonna go. We don't know the time, the date, the second, the minute, the hour. We don't know. So why y'all stressing? All y'all gotta know is one day y'all gonna go. Now, in between time, right now, you supposed to live in your life. And you supposed to have enough faith to believe that he been providing your every need all the years you've been here. I am about to be 60 years old, and he ain't never left me, even when I was in the wilderness. Even when I ain't know no better. He said, forgive them because they know not what they do. Even when I was in the wilderness, he still had his hands on me. I'm just saying. A lot of y'all is in the wilderness, and he still got his hands on y'all. Y'all don't think Jehovah don't see that y'all we be worrying about these grown ass children? You think that's up Jehovah for us to worry? How can you sit and talk to me and I sit and talk to you as my sister or my brother, and you telling me you worry, but you still telling me, I know God, I know he gonna make a way. You know he gonna make a way, but you're not willing to sacrifice and change your life and not worry about your grown ass daughter, your grown ass son. But he still told us, I will never leave you nor to forsaken you. But he also said, like I told y'all on yesterday, stop interfering with the process. We want to be captive, saved. We want to save our children. Well, you know what? My daughter doing this, or my son doing this, or they jacking, they robbing, or he a black boy, or she around here messing with this one and that one, or she on Chef Mature and all that. You could go on Chef Mature and pick her up. And guess what? After you pick her up, she gonna be there ate a couple of times and all that kind of shit there. And guess what? If her mindset ain't right for her to change her life, she going back on Chef. She going back on Chef. So if your mindset is not right, which a lot of our young individual kids, their mindset is not where we want it to be. So you stressing and we worrying, and I ain't gonna lie, I don't know about a lot of y'all, but I was crying my tail off. I was like, why they treat me like this? And they don't even call me, girl, welcome to the club. We in our mind, we supposed to get something for Mother's Day. We supposed to get something for birthdays. We supposed, because we did it to them. But you think they give a damn about us, Mother's Day, birthday, and all that? I hear them be saying they don't owe us nothing. They get in a group with their friends, and they hear their friends saying the same thing about their mama. So at the end of the day, they feel like, we don't owe them nothing. A lot of these youngsters, they have a meeting on us. When they be among each other, they talk about us. Okay, your mama like that too. And they lie on us with a straight face. We are some of the worst parents in the world to our children. And we were some of the best parents in the world. But to them and their friends and strangers and the family members who don't like us, that tell them all kind of lies. Oh, we're the worst parent in the world. I'm just saying. There's no way possible a child that we have sacrificed for and did everything for should not be there for us. If I ask every parent on here that's on here to raise your hand, if y'all believe that if y'all get down and you didn't have anywhere to go, I would love to see how many parents on here could say, well, I could go by my son or my daughter's house. Out of all four of my children, y'all want me to be honest with y'all? Y'all want me to be honest? Out of all four of my children, I think I could go by one of my house. Only one. I'm just saying. A lot of you thinking, oh, well, I could go over there. But even if you can, you think you'll be content? You think you'll be happy? Because they'll make it seem like you're a burden. They got kids that have beautiful houses, and at the end of the day, their mama or their daddy is not good enough to come and stay in there and sleep now even one night. Oh, Paula, two you can and two you can't. See what I'm saying? But at least out of four, I got one. I got one. Without a shadow of doubt, I got one. But at the end of the day, that speaks volume. Just think if somebody had to make a decision for us. And I'm going to say this. If anyone else was on a ventilator and we was on a breathing machine and somebody, out of all of them, somebody needed money, somebody going to say, man, we don't want her on a ventilator. Y'all could just let her go. You know why? Because they thinking about that bread. If it was money involved, some mama say, you know what? We ain't doing this. Can you just let her go? I mean, it just gave up on us already. When some of us would be fighting. Some of us would be willing to give up our life for our children. And they got a lot of y'all on here that at the end of the day, if y'all had to choose over your spouse and your mama or your daddy, some of y'all to choose your spouse. The same one that been dogging y'all and mistreating you. and treat you like a dog, but you'll choose them. And it's sad and pathetic. So at the end of the day, all we could do is pray for them, because it's in the Bible. It's written. If the enemy can't get to you, he going after the weakest link. So all we could do is just pray for our kids and pray that they get their life in order. Because at the end of the day, when we leave this earth today or tomorrow, they on their own. And if God forbid they got children, and everything that they did to us, they got to get it back one way or another. That's why you be looking at little children and you be saying, well, damn, she act like she been here before. He act like he been here before. Sometimes y'all got to listen to little children, because he said out of the mouths of babes. Some of y'all don't believe in reincarnation. They better not be running over there. Because these little children be running all on the side of your car and all that kind of stuff there. And they be knocking all my little plants down and all that. And I try not to be the Grinch, because I don't want to, be angry and talking to nobody child no any kind of way. No, God don't want us looking down and judging nobody. But at the end of the day, they got a lot of people in the world. Like a lot of people. I see a lot of people, I done been here going on 60 years. So I done seen the real and the fake. I done seen the saints and the ain't. I done saw the real Christian and the so-called real Christian, and I done saw the fake Christians. I'm about to be 60 years old. You don't think I saw a lot of fakeness? A lot of people speaking in tongues. A lot of people going to church, playing church. A lot of people talking about God and all this, and all the while they stealing, deceiving, doing all kind of stuff that don't line up with what they saying, or who they saying they are. It don't line up. I thought at first, when I was going to church, and I started, I got saved, I thought all the people in the church was, just the good people. I felt safe. I'm doing okay, Carmela. I thought all the people was the good people. So at the end of the day, when you have an experience, see, let me tell y'all about my life. I know Jehovah for myself through experience. I experienced in the bed a whole beautiful white cloud. A beautiful white cloud. So at the end of the day, when you got a personal relationship, I got a personal relationship with Jehovah. So when somebody want to ask me something about, Jehovah and this and that, at the end of the day, the relationship that I have with him, I know he real. Because if you know he real, why are you stressing and worrying about things that's out of your control? Oh, because we human. Yeah, I remember that too. But if you stand on his word and you trust and you believe in him, and he said, I'll never leave you nor the forsaken you, why are you worried something that's out of your control? Stuff that happen in life is out of our control. When people pass away, it's out of our control. You know why we cry and we moan and we worry about, the people, our loved ones that's no longer here, is because we miss them. And we ain't get that last word, and we ain't the last opportunity to talk to him. And we ain't, none of us gonna get the last word. I mean, a lot of people, a lot of people gonna leave this earth without getting that last word. When I pass away, somebody gonna be saying, I wish I could have told her this. I wish I could have. Everybody got that if I shoulda, woulda, coulda. Well, I wish I could have told my mama. I wish I would have been there. For the people who was there at the hospital on their bedside and got the chance or the opportunity to say, Mama, I love you, Daddy, I love you. But the people who wasn't there and didn't get an opportunity to say goodbye, yeah, they stressing and they worrying about it because they didn't get that last opportunity. But one thing I learned about life is that when people leave this earth, we can't be, I'm going to say this, I can't be mad that my grandmother's not here. My grandmother passed away, and then the next day my grandfather passed away. I can't be mad. My grandmother said she didn't want to live past 80. My grandmother died at 79. I can't get mad. My grandmother didn't want to live. My grandmother said she didn't want no doctors cutting on her. And when they cut on her, she ain't never came back. So some of y'all is real selfish when they come down. Some people don't even want to be here with the ungrateful children. But if your mama say, you know what, I don't want to be here. Even though some of y'all want to be here. What about the ones like, you know what, Lord, I love you, but I have had enough. I have had enough with the way my children treated me. So what about the people that say, you know what, Lord, whenever you're ready. What about them people? Some of y'all are so self-centered. Some of y'all thinking about, well, why you had to take my mama? Why you had to take my daddy? Because it was their time. What if your mama or your daddy was ready to go? What if your sister or your brother was ready to go? You don't know how people feel or what kind of relationship, or you don't even know if they talked to Jehovah even before they passed away. I'm just saying. A lot of y'all think y'all got all the right answers. Or your mom was 80. That's a blessing. And somebody live to see 80 years old, that's a blessing. Y'all just want people just to live forever. Ain't none of us gonna live forever. Nobody. Man, ain't nobody on this earth is perfect. No matter who you are. You could stand in my face and talk about God all the time and all that. Not even you is perfect. Nobody's perfect. We all fall short. Thinking wrong is doing wrong. What happened to the part where he said, so a man thinking he already did it? What about that? So a lot of y'all gonna continue. You should trust people action over their word. How about that? I'm gonna say it again. You should trust people action over their word. Did that go over somebody's head? Because see, they could give you the word, but the action speak loud. So somebody could say, oh, I love you. But to me, love is an action word. Anybody could tell you they love you. Is he showing you he love you? Is she showing? Because guess what? Love go a long way. Love gonna respect you. Love ain't gonna hurt you. Love gonna be real, loyal. Love gonna tell me the truth. Love ain't gonna lie and deceive me. So at the end of the day, you should trust the action over the word. I'm gonna say it again. Trust the action over the word. Because the action gonna show you who they really is. Their word, they could be lying to you. But if they show you, that speak volume. So you can tell me you love me every day. every day, but that ain't what you showing them. Oh, I love your daughter. Oh, I love your son. Oh, I love my husband. I love my wife. I love my mama. I love my daddy. If you love your mama, you love your daddy. Well, what have you done for them lately? And we ain't talking about money. When the last time you talked to your mama? When the last time you talked to your daddy? I'm just saying. So you say you love your mama, you say you love your daddy, you say you love your sister, your brother, you say you love your friends, or whoever you say you love. Um, when the last time you talked to them? I'm just saying, cause I got people I talk to, and guess what? You know what? When we get off the phone, before we get off the phone, they say I love you, and I say I love you too, and we ain't even related. Wow, ain't that somehow God could put people together that's not even related and they act like sisters and they tell you every day, sister, I love you. And they'll say, I love you too. And you got real biological family members that'll get off the phone with you and wouldn't even tell you they love you. But the minute you expire on this earth, they at the casket looking, whining and crying. But at the end of the day, when the last time you looking down on this person? When the last time you picked up the phone and told them you love them? I'm just saying. I don't know about y'all, but I can count. I love you more, Queen, sis. I can count on my hands the people that call my phone. I could count on my hand the people that tell me they love me every day. Or if it's not every day, it's every other day. So you could go it on with that, talking about, oh, I love you and all that. Your action speak louder than your words. If you want to be a part of my circle, meaning that we ain't even close to each other, I got people that really, really, really genuine, really, really love me that I don't talk to. But at the end of the day, your action speak louder than your words. I got a little nephew always call me. He say, Auntie, I just was calling to check on you. Auntie, I just want to tell you I love you. He always called me. And he ain't no more than, let me see, my little nephew might be about 16, about 17 years old. But he always called me. Even though sometimes I be like, well, he probably called me for a little cash out, but that's okay. He always pick up the phone and say, Auntie, I just want to tell you, I love you. He lost, I think, 2 or 3 of his friends. And he young. And he got a little baby. But at the end of the day, it never fails. My little nephew always pick up the phone and say, Auntie, I just was calling you. I love you. And I got people that do the same. Their action allow me to know who they really are. You ain't gotta, like people think, because you gotta help somebody or financially be there for somebody, this and that. Sometimes all a person need to hear is you saying, I love you. I'm so tired of people lying. I'm so tired of people saying, you know what, this is what I want to do. When you love people and you want to meet people where they at, or you want to, people do for who they want to, people go out their way for people who they want to go out their way for. People show up for who they want to show up for. Y'all think everybody that show up for people that mean they love them at parties? No, they coming to eat, they coming to talk, they coming to drink and do what they do. That don't mean they love you because you got all these people over there at the party and all these people, this and that. That don't mean nothing. I could have 2 or 3 people show up that really, really love me. Not everybody that clap for you won't see you win. We living in a world with a bunch of fake people. And I see it. I see it. I'm not running behind nobody for nobody to love me. For nobody. They full of it. I'm not running behind nobody to love me. But your action If you feel like somebody love you, just know that their action speak louder than words. The people action. How could you say you love me when you acting a darn fool? How could you say you love me when you lying to me? How could you say you love me when you cheating on me? When you love somebody, you're going to do everything in your power not to hurt them. You don't hurt nobody that you love. Hey, Superwoman, when you love somebody, you embrace them. You protect them. Like when you get a little puppy and you love that little puppy, you're going to protect that little puppy. When you get a baby and you get certain people in your life, you're going to protect them because you love them. That's the protection that we put over our kids, and we expect them to protect us the same way, and they don't. Because that's the way of the world. We got young black women out here, young black men out here. The enemy don't want them to get this message. The enemy don't want them to come over here. That's why a lot of people don't share the live. That's why a lot of people don't do certain things, because the enemy don't want our young black people, not just black people, young people, period. Don't want them to get this message so they can change their ways, so they can not go astray. If the enemy could keep them keep them bound, the word I'm trying to say, I can't say it. But anyway, if the enemy can keep them from getting to where they need to be, he gonna keep on going. Well, let me go after, let me deal with Ann and her children. Let me deal with her children. Let me turn her children against her. Let me put them around people that got more money than her, that could do more than in their mind. In their mind. Let me put them around certain people that got it going on. So they're gonna go with it. They're gonna go along to get along. But literally, they're not looking at the fact that they are selling their soul. Bondage, yeah. They're selling their soul. But see, the good thing about me and my friends and my associates, the good thing about me is that whether I get along with my kids or not, I'm still praying for them. I'm still asking Jehovah to put an armor over them, a shield, and cover and protect them. And open their eyes. And if it's anything or anybody that's around them that's blocking the relationship between me and them, I ask God to remove them. They got people that's assigned to our kids, assigned to destroy the relationship that we want to have with our kids. All the while, some of y'all, hey Pat, all the while, a lot of y'all and a lot of us, we thinking it's our kids. Yo, listen, it's a spirit. It's a spirit to attack us. But you got to recognize a spirit when you see it. Your daughter, that's not your daughter acting like that. That's not your son acting like that. That's not your grandchild that's acting like that. That's not your mom or your daddy acting like that. That's a spirit that's coming against you because you are a child of the Most High. Many are called, few are chosen. And when you're the chosen one, the enemy is going to attack you every way he can. Yes, he do, Pat. He always go after the weak. And our kids right now are not stronger than us. They being tested by immaterial things. Some of these shoes and clothes that the shoes be so ugly costing. This one is all about a front. It's all about, like immaterial things. And it's like, and they're not willing to let some things go because at the end of the day, they have an image. See, they got a certain image that they have to uphold. And by us, our children don't receive nothing from us. They don't receive nothing from us. Let me tell you, our children, the enemy after us so hard to our children. I hate to say this, y'all. They got to bump their head. Well, let me tell this. Let me tell y'all this. But don't be afraid, because with our prayers, they protected, but they still gotta go through the bumps and bruises. But they protected. When they're on the highways and the byways and they're out there, they still gotta bump their head. Let me tell you how they're gonna bump their head. They're gonna go through with the men and women that they messing with. They're gonna start falling out with their friends. They certain people that they thought was for them, and in their corner, they gonna see. Stuff gonna start happening with their cars. They're gonna get behind on their bills. He gonna whip them, but he gonna protect them at the same time. Ain't that something? God said, I'm gonna whip them, but on the strength of you and your prayers, I'm gonna protect them. Come on, man. Hold up. Let me share something with y'all. Let me share something with y'all. My baby boy, my youngest boy, I ain't gonna lie. My son Corey is my youngest, and he's a mama's boy. That boy love his mama to death. But the enemy separated our relationship. The enemy said, I know you love your son and your son love you, but I'm going to put a block in between your relationship. My son got 2 beautiful children by his baby mama. And I ain't going to tell you a word of lie. I don't know what the problem is with me and the baby mama. We never had a big old altercation. Stuff done been so petty. And Miss Thing, Miss Brooke, started some mess and confusion. And I promise you, to Jehovah, I never said nothing bad about my grandbaby. But Miss Brooke started some mess and confusion. But let me tell y'all the flip side to that. See, when the enemy looking for something, he gonna use things are so small and make it so big, right? So Corey, the time that me and my son wasn't talking and we was going through stuff, and it was a lot of stuff that we was going through. But one thing about that little boy, let me tell y'all, all us know our children. Y'all know y'all children, and I know my children. And that little boy there love his mama. That little boy love his mama without a shadow of doubt. But when your children are caught up and the enemy put a shield to block the relationship that y'all have, they can't see. Because that's not my son. That little boy love his mama, but at the end of the day, let me say this. My oldest son, I never had no problem out of that child. That child loved me to death, unconditional. Hey, child. But little Corey is a mama's boy. Little Corey is a daddy's boy. Little Corey, when I get around, me and him sitting around, we could be riding in the car, something, I play in his hair, I scratch his hair, and he be taking that in. He loved plenty of affection. He'll cancel just like me. I know my child really loved me, but it's a shield and it's a blockage that the enemy got in between me and my son so we could be separate. See what I'm saying? The same thing with my daughter, but I'm talking about my baby boy. So let me tell you how the enemy. So when me and Corey talk on the phone, Corey trying to protect his family. He don't want, because he know how I go with the child support and his children and all that kind of. Corey loved children, right? And he loved children to the fact of where I believe deep down inside my child would do nothing to block him from being around his children. If he feel like I'm gonna come in between him and his children, I gotta go. I'm just saying. I'm gonna be the one that have to go. Like, Mama, I love you, but I ain't putting you before my children. I got that. But let me say this: Jehovah is so powerful. Me and my child told me when we told, he said, Mama, don't be saying too much because every time you say something, it always happen. It always come to pass. So that allowed me to know that if I'm about to speak something into existence on the phone with him, he don't want to hear it. He ain't gonna disrespect me. He rather get off the phone before he go back and forth. He is very respectful when it come down to, like talking verbal. But children still could be disrespectful in other ways. You're disrespectful when you don't call your mom, you don't do stuff, other things. It's more than one way of being disrespectful, and they don't see it that way. But let me say this: my child and me was going through. We wasn't talking or none of that. And every time you look around, my child had so much money. My child used to be throwing money all at the strip clubs, going to the strip club, throwing 30,000 worth of ones and all that kind of stuff there. And I promise you, I raised my right hand to God. My child. And I ain't never, I guess, when your children know that you have, I never got none of that money. Let's say that. So I used to be saying, you need to stop doing all that. You're doing too much and this and that. And I used to always pray for him because I was like, I was always thinking in my mind, I was like, somebody going to try him and this and that and this and that and all that kind of stuff there. But in the midst of him doing what he's doing, I always used to pray for him, right? Because I'm a praying mother. In spite of my imperfection, I still know Jehovah. And I know I ask every time my child went out in them streets, I asked God to protect him and cover him. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I cannot share his testimony enough. My son, they try to unalive my son at least more than 7 times. My son then been in the car where he didn't got grazed. My son then been in the car where the first one they unalive his first girlfriend. My son had been in the car where they almost unalive him again, coming from a club. My son was going to pick up his family out there in New Orleans East. And a lot of y'all saw it on the news where all 4 of them guys got out the car and pum at my son over 50 times. His girlfriend, his baby mama, was pregnant with my little grandbaby Clover, who looked just like me. It was 50 shell casing they found on the ground. She got grazed in the head. She went in early and had a baby early. It was on the news. And her little brother had to jump in the car and protect my grandson, which is his nephew. Okay. So I said that to say, out of all that, the time that my son went through, all the things that he went through, he was covered. God kept covering him. So I had a talk with my son for the last time, because the last time was at somewhere I heard about it. And I talked to my son and I said, let me tell you something, son. I said, listen to me and I want you to listen good. I said, either you're going to be for the streets or you're going to be for your children. I said, you got to make a choice. But I do want y'all to know at the end of the day, everybody that tried to unalive my son didn't do nothing to them. They started with him first. See, people wants to do stuff and target you and disrespect you, but they're not ready for the consequences and the repercussion. But what they didn't know is that same little boy that they try to unalive and try to hurt was covered by the blood. That's covered by the blood. And now he don't even go in the streets like he used to. Because I told him, I say, you're going to make a choice. You're going to look at them children. You're either going to be for the streets or you're going to be for your children. But it was a lot of time. Even much I had to go off on the internet when the girl said, yeah, he should be this and he should be that and this and that. See, people be on the internet talking about stuff, but at the end of the day, the beef was never my son. It never was his beef. Even when they unalived his first girlfriend on my birthday, which is July the 3rd, my son went out there picking with nobody. The beef had nothing to do with him. And each and every one of those times, his car, they took his car. His car was in a pound for months, and he got it out. And when he got it out, they did it again. And by the grace of God, of Jehovah, no weapon formed against him shall prosper. And at the end of the day, and you know why God kept him? Because he's a good child. And not only that, he's a good father to his children. He's a family man to his children. He's a young boy. He got a beautiful home. And at the end of the day, I'm not boasting and I'm not bragging. He blessed and highly favored. But I said that to say that God had to get his attention. God had to get his attention. He had a fight on the airplane and they put his tail off the airplane. God had to get his attention. God had to get, my child couldn't even go outside. It was so bad I remember Keith saying on the live one time saying, yeah, Corey, you shut up because you can't even come outside. Yeah, he do have a purpose. And when Keith said, well, he can't come outside, I said, well, his mama could come outside. But at the same time, I was praying for my child. I was praying for my child. My child, let me tell y'all something. Hold on. See, the younger generation, like, it's a good thing and a bad thing. See, when your children show that they love you, they got the other people out there, their mama not there for them. And they don't love their mama. So they want them to join the crowd. Like, yeah, I disrespect my mama. And I talk to my mama some minute kind of before. Now, they got more older people who pull my son to the side and tell him about disrespecting me than the young people go along to get along. Now, how is it that when I'm out at different parades and I see all these friends and all these little people that be around them, how is it that these people these young people don't speak to me? But my children speak to their mama. How you cannot speak to my mama, but I speak to your mama? I'm just saying. That's when your children made them feel comfortable enough to be disrespectful. Because whatever me and my children and my daughter, little sister, saw me in the mall and she said, you and your daughter need to fix that. I said, well, I'm the mama, so what you talking about? And what are you talking about we need to fix? That's what her sister said. So that means I'm not looking at my sister, what she doing to you. I'm looking at yo. See the young generation? You and my stepsister. Right. But I respect, no, I'm going to say this. I respect my children friends. I don't disrespect none of their friends. So at the end of the day, if your friends don't speak to your mama, but you speak to their mama, that's a problem. And everybody don't respect them. So I don't agree with that. They got a lot of people disrespect people that don't disrespect them. They got people that's respectful to you that are disrespect. They got people that I respect. But that don't mean they're going to give me the respect that I give them. That's the world we living in. So I don't agree with that part where you say people respect what respect them. That's not true. I can be respectful to a lot of people. That don't mean they're going to give me the same respect that I give them. That's the world we living in. That's the world we living in. If your children be around their friends, but at the same time, you got now one thing about me, my son, you know what everybody tell me, sis? They say your son is very well respected. So that let me know he got morals. But when it come down to if they say something about me to certain people, they're going to shut them down. No, we ain't doing that. But the wrong people going to entertain it and say, well, you know how my mama is. You know how my mama is. No, tell me how your mama is. Because at the end of the day, I'm not about to sit right here and see your child and let your child talk about you to me. I ain't doing it. A lot of these youngsters, they go along to get along, and they think, oh, well, the parents should be respectful. And it's that. Let me tell y'all about me, y'all youngsters out there. I don't disrespect nobody. If they come for me, yeah, I clap back several times, but I ain't never disrespect nobody. I was well raised where I said, good morning, good evening, how you doing? I have a lot of respect for myself. See, a lot of y'all youngsters, y'all think y'all got it like it's y'all will know it. Oh well, ain't nobody gonna disrespect me and all this, all that kind of stuff. That y'all got life and bullshit messed up. Y'all mentality is messed up. Y'all got a long road ahead of y'all. A lot of y'all. Because y'all think y'all know everything. Y'all be on the internet talking about, oh yeah, well, parents should respect their children and all that kind of stuff. They're okay. Because guess what? At the end of the day, I'm about to be 60. And somebody that's 70, 80, 90 years old, I got the utmost respect for them. I wasn't raised like y'all. Oh well, she won't be a woman and this and that. And the only reason why I didn't lash back at some of these little girls because they got out of place with me. And then I feel bad after I put them in their place. But at the end of the day, it's more than one way to skin a cat. But a lot of these, they be talking about, oh, well, so if you say something in a respectable way, they going to go back and say, oh, well, Miss Ann disrespected me. Nah, baby. Nah, like at the gas station where the white girl said I cursed her out. I promise y'all I didn't curse her out. Because if I would have cursed her out, I would say, yeah, I cursed you out. Girl, I ain't never cursed you out. When? I don't have autism. I mean, not autism. I don't have, I'm not bipolar. So when? And one thing about me, if I did something, I'm going to own up to it. But they got people like certain people be on the internet and certain people, they will lie in your face. Everybody don't disrespect for no. You can't say, oh, well, people disrespect people because they disrespect them. Nah, I don't agree with that. They got people, a lot of us, we give respect and don't get it back. Even you working at a job, you think you right because you behind there and you on the cash register. When I went to Ross, the young lady put all my stuff in a bag. She said I'm in a wheelchair. And all the other ones, they'll say, well, miss, you need some help. You need me to get one of the little cars to help me. But the other girl rung all my stuff up and just had my bag sitting there. And the manager just was looking, and the manager said, well, did she ask you? Did you need somebody? Did you need some assistance? I said, no, she didn't. So she had to get checked. Because we hired you. If you're going to deal with customers, you're going to treat them accordingly. But I understand some people don't know how to deal with people in their situation. And a lot of y'all think, and y'all mind, that y'all can't be the one being in a wheelchair. You ain't never too young to be in a wheelchair. And you ain't never too old. I'm just saying, it ain't no age limit when it comes down to being in a wheelchair. And when it comes down to respect, I'm going to give respect because I want it back. But if you don't respect me, I'm going to say what I got to say and I'm going to move around. But at the end of the day, a lot of y'all be talking about people disrespecting y'all, but y'all be disrespecting people and y'all want somebody to respect y'all, but y'all don't know how to give it. I ain't going to lie. A lot of y'all don't even in the morning when y'all leave out your house, do y'all say, if y'all get up and y'all see the neighbor or somebody sitting on the porch, do y'all say good morning? Do y'all say good morning? Is I'm the only one? Because when I say good morning, they got some people be looking at me like, good morning. Or do y'all say good evening or good night? Because I still do. Or even better yet, when y'all passing in somebody out and you going inside, do you say, how you doing, neighbor? Oh, because in y'all mind, y'all don't think one day you might need a neighbor. Because in your mind, you got it going on. You got the prettiest house in the block. But in your mind, you thinking, well, I ain't going to never need them, so I ain't got to speak to them. The devil is a lie. You don't know when you're going to need your neighbor. That's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, they got people that don't raise their kids like that. They got people, they got little girls be passing and going up the street and they going, walking, and they'll turn their head. I was bringing my trash, rolling to the trash can, and they had a cute little white girl. She came on her little scooter. She said, "Miss, can I bring your trash to the garbage can?" And I was like, "Oh, thank you. That's so sweet." She said, "You have any more trash?" Because she was raised like that. Unlike the little boy next door that did me this. And I said, "Why would you do that?" He done like that. And I said, "Oh, I'm going to tell on you." And he was just looking. And I said, "I'm going to tell." And I did tell him. But did it make a difference? No. Did his mama do him something? No. And I said, "So you're not going to tell him nothing? You don't tell me how to raise my child." Okay, you're right. That's your child. But he would have got his little ass whipped. And I would have made him say, "I'm sorry, apologize." But no, she ain't making him apologize because she don't feel like he did nothing wrong. And that's why she's still living with her mom. You got 3 children by 3 different black men, and you're still laying up in your mama's shit. And your little boy around here giving me the finger, and you ain't want to stay. He did me like this, and he did it again. And I said, "I'm going to tell." And she ain't doing nothing. But it's okay. I can't tell people how to raise their children. I can't tell people what to do with their children. But at the end of the day, where is the morals? Where's the moral? And every time I pull my car out the driveway, I back up. Every day I look at dog shit. Nobody don't want to come out their door and they see dog shit. I mean, just every day you see dog shit. Y'all around here want the dogs and all that shit done, and y'all know y'all nice, nasty. You don't even clean your own ass. So y'all not gonna clean up behind no dogs, but y'all want them. Y'all want cats and dogs and all that shit done. That's why you can't eat from everybody. Cats are all climbing all on the cabinets. Dog don't even wash their hands. Dogs and all that shit done, man. Come on. And she was so mad with me because I told her mama that the grandson gave me the finger. Don't be telling my mama that. That's why you're in a fucking wheelchair. And she called me the B word and all that. And I said, "You still a little young girl under me." I said, "Call your mama." The mama went inside and told her I told her. But the mama ain't saying no when she was out there trying to be disrespectful. I said, "I'm not going to cuss you out." I said, "Call your mama. Call your mama." Because that's why you still stuck in your mama house and have all them young black boys coming over there. You know what I'm saying? And you're a white girl with all these black biracial babies. But at the end of the day, that's why you still with your mama with your nice, nasty ass. And they call the police on me. That's why I don't play my music like I used to. Because they got to pay a fine for them dogs. I went out there the other day, and here you go, shit again. And the man said over there, shit again. Trying to be out there all barefooted. The girl used to be walking around with just a diaper and no shirt on and all that shit there. Man, come on. But you won't be flipped by the mouth. A lot of y'all nice, nasty. I wasn't raised like that. I got dignity. And I got respect for myself. And I don't go around disrespecting nobody. That's not who I am. So again, to you that was on here saying people disrespect people that disrespect them, not I said the cat to the dog. I don't disrespect nobody unless they disrespect me. A lot of y'all work in stores and all that. And Walmart, if you're not a people's person, certain jobs y'all don't need. If you got an attitude and you on your job, you got some shit you gotta buy. And they got people that come in the store with attitudes too. They got people that have nasty attitude, you being nice to people and people cussing you out and all that. But that's the job you signed up for. I can imagine what y'all deal with working on the cash register. I can imagine. But some of y'all take it a little bit too far. Some of y'all be acting like that's y'all shit. Oh well, how long you had this? Oh, we can't take the. What you mean? Oh well, we can't. At the end of the day, if it's not the rules, if it don't say that on the back of the receipt or they don't have it up there, at the end of the day, that's not. A lot of y'all let people do y'all stuff. Like I was there in Ross. I was in Ross, and a young lady was in there, and I don't know their business, and she was trying to return some stuff, and the stuff came up to $300 and some dollars, and the lady told her, go back and find your receipt. So me, dipping in other people's business, I said, now you know what? I told the manager, the white lady, I said, you wrong. I said, because you know darn well she don't need no receipt. You got her ID, and like at Ross, if you have your ID and you have so many returns, they're not going to return it. But her ID went through, but you're telling her, well, if you go find your receipt and you come back, I'll return it. Then I said, well, if she could find a receipt, you don't think she would have came with the receipt? I said, but you're not supposed to do that. But in their mind, since it was $300, she didn't want to give her a store credit. And TJ Maxx like that too. TJ Maxx then got to the point where if you return something one time or whatever, and it's a certain amount, they're not returning and they're not taking your ID. Your ID gonna be rejected and all that kind of bull crap and all that kind of stuff there. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it be the people that be working there for me. Because some of y'all go over and beyond of what your job is. You wasn't hired to run out the door behind somebody. You are not security. If you see somebody stealing, you are not the person to run out the door behind somebody else's stuff. You see a man stealing, you see a woman stealing, and you trying to block somebody, so you gonna risk your life for somebody that have insurance. These people have insurance for everything that people steal out of their stores. They do inventory. So when people steal out their store, they get that back in some. Y'all got to know that. But for you, Captain Saver, every time somebody's doing something, y'all want to run out the door behind them and all that kind of stuff. That is not your job. You signed up to be a cashier. So can you stand behind the cashier and ring people up? That's your job. That's what you signed up for. You didn't sign up to be a door girl or door boy. You didn't sign up for that. And y'all be watching the wrong people. Because I didn't saw a white lady just put everything in her bag. Everything. She ain't rung nothing up. And I'm like, you know what? Dang, I'm not security. And it ain't my business. And she put everything in her bag, steaks and pork chops and ribs and all that kind of stuff there. And she went out the door with it. What you say? Just like I went to Popeyes and used the coupon code, but it just reminded me of numbers, but mind you, don't have where you put. Right. And gave it a receipt. Right. A lot of them like that. At the end of the day, like different stores have different, they have different people there. And not only that, they have say if you go to Popeyes or you go to McDonald's or something, they might have a special on this side. But if you go to the city, they might not have a special over there, But at the end of the day, like me, if I go to Popeyes, I want my chicken fresh. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but from now on, when you go to fast food restaurant, can you please check your food before you leave? Check your bag. Check and make sure your stuff is hot. Check and make sure it's your stuff before you leave. Because I done got home one time and the chicken was so old and I was so pissed off. Food are not tasting the same as it is. But when you get something and you got chicken and it look like it's old, I hate it. I hate chicken that been sitting under the light all day. I hate it. I like hot chicken. I like my food to be hot. But some of that stuff be looking so old and the wings be this small. If you order 2 wings, you paying damn near $11, $12 for 2 wings that ain't even, if you put them together, they still ain't big. Yeah, and gonna hold the line up. And they got a lot of people be having a nasty attitude and all that. But you know what? The last thing you want to do is fuss with somebody that's serving your food or fixing your food. That's the last thing you want to do. I'm not finna argue with nobody. Or they forget something, yeah, and give you the wrong thing. In the meantime, Black Shine, I had went home and I said, you know what? And then when you call the number on the receipt, they let the phone ring. So they let the phone ring, and then when you go there the next day, they ask for, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know about y'all. If my order not right, you know what I do? I put the box in the refrigerator, I hold on to the receipt, and I bring that shit back the next day. Don't play with me, because at the end of the day, this shit not right to begin with. You know, I don't know about y'all, but they be like, so girl, you gonna bring that back tomorrow? Is, and I bring it back. You get what you pay for. And if I pay for a 2-piece white, when I get it home, I got 2 thighs. So now, you know, you ain't, I don't like thighs. I don't like, to be honest, dark meat been tasting like white meat. Shit just don't taste the same no more. I ain't lying to y'all. It don't. I don't know what they doing to the potato chips. They don't taste the same. A lot of stuff just don't taste the same. I don't know if they stop putting steroids or what they doing, but it's not the same. Right. Well, I know I do. I bring it back. A lot of stuff do not taste the same, y'all. Not at all. Y'all got to start checking y'all milk and all that stuff. One day I bought some milk and I had the milk for like a couple of days. And when I went to fix my cereal, the milk was bad. I was like, oh man, come on now. Come on now. That's why I don't understand how us as, you know, individual people, I don't understand how we can't just get along. You know, they fighting against us and we fighting against us. Make it make sense. Then it took us from, we can't get candy on the food stamp card. We can't get sodas on the food stamp. It's certain things that you can and you can't, you know, so that means they're controlling us. We can't even get no nice snacks. We can't even get no candy, you know, on the food stamp card. Come on, y'all. But you said today is the tasteless and it doesn't taste like food. We growing up in a real food. Yeah, for real. Yes, yes. You're right, Sandra. Yes, we is. Uh-huh. It's a lot of things. Right, right. It's a lot of things that's going on in the world at the end of the day. And a lot of y'all got to get it together, because y'all saying life, y'all be on some shit that, you know, let me tell y'all something. Sometimes people be so caught up into mess and confusion, so we be missing what really be going on in the world. See, for Mardi Gras, they play it in the people's face. They didn't want to sell the deal items and take the coupons, but you got to go and put the goods over the cool. Oh, wow. And y'all know at a certain time or a certain time of the year, every prices go up. At one time, not cold drinks, they be saying the dollars, like a big shot is $1, almost $1.60 something. At one time, the big shot was 99 cents, $1.09. Now the big shots is almost $2. You cannot go in the store and get a bag of chips. And I ain't gonna lie, one time I had a bag of chips and you shake the bag and it was like air, like nothing was in it. Y'all gotta, I'm just saying, y'all be thinking it's just me and I just be talking, but I be trying to put y'all on some shit, man, that y'all need to wake up and see life for what it is, man. Life for what it is. In the next 10 years, y'all gonna be, some of y'all gonna be in y'all 40s and 50s. You know what I'm saying? In the next 10 years, I'm gonna be damn near 70 years old. I'm still gonna be here. And y'all ass gonna be old, the ones who call us old, and y'all gonna see life for what it is. Y'all gonna see it for what it is. Y'all really is. Y'all, a lot of y'all gonna be lost. A lot of y'all gonna be lost. Because at the end of the day, y'all, the wicked right now think the wicked is winning. And everybody, you know what people, the world is not, everybody trying to outdo one another, and everybody's like in competition, you know. And I was talking to somebody earlier today, you know, now I know how the internet thing go. Yeah, pay more, get less. I know how the internet thing go. Everybody is doing all kind of stuff on the internet, but at the end of the day, y'all better get it while y'all getting it now, because the wicked ain't gonna be winning no more. Only God people gonna be winning. The wicked, only what you do for Christ gonna last. The wicked, because the wicked, they boasting and bragging. The wicked, I got this and I got that and I got this and this and that. Only what you do for Christ gonna last. If it's us versus them, who you think gonna win? If it's us versus them, who you think gonna win? Jehovah gonna win. A lot of y'all gonna be crying. Y'all gonna be weeping. A lot of y'all youngsters, a lot of the young adults, Jehovah is coming after y'all. He coming after a lot of y'all. A lot of stuff that's going on, he don't like it. A lot of y'all is going to be held accountable for a lot of stuff that y'all do and y'all allowing. See, a lot of y'all youngsters in the time that we living in now, we as older people that be trying to tell y'all about y'all children and how y'all should raise y'all children and y'all don't listen to us. Jehovah coming after y'all. He coming after y'all. Y'all think the way y'all raising y'all children. Don't tell me how to raise my child. Don't tell me what to do with my child and all that. But the minute you need something for that child, we be the first one y'all won't call. Mama, you can help me with this. Or call your grandma and ask your grandma to do this. And call your grandpa and ask them to do this. But we can't tell y'all children nothing. So guess what? Remember my words. Jehovah is coming after y'all young adults. Jehovah is coming after y'all young adults. A lot of y'all that let these children do a lot of stuff that they shouldn't be doing. Y'all let them see a lot of stuff. Y'all say a lot of stuff in front of them that they shouldn't. Children should be seen and not heard. And Jehovah is mad with a lot of y'all youngsters. A lot of y'all gonna lose y'all friends. A lot of y'all gonna go in a depression stage because the wicked got y'all thinking they winning. Y'all blindsided. So y'all think the wicked is winning. Just like OG Murder was talking about Charleston. And they were saying Charleston said OG Murder missed out on $100,000. How he missed out on $100,000 when y'all want him to sell his soul? Anybody from the street, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Y'all can say what y'all want. Somebody could ask me, offer me $100,000, and if it got something to do with me selling my soul, I don't want it. I ain't selling my soul for nobody. I don't want it. And some of y'all will jump on that, and guess what? Y'all gonna lose y'all life. All money ain't good money. All these youngsters today, they fighting for a position. They fighting to be in front and center on the internet. They fighting for likes and views. They fighting to go viral instead of helping somebody. They pull out their phones when somebody fights. Instead of breaking up the fight, they're sitting there. Like I told somebody, I said the little girls that's in a wheelchair, and they fighting. All of them fighting in the wheelchair. Now, all of them, y'all already fragile. Y'all already got broken bones. Y'all already wind up in a wheelchair, paralyzed from the waist down. Now they fighting each other, pulling each other all out the wheelchair and all that shit there. But at the end of the day, I told somebody, I said, they need to get me around them so I could talk to them, to allow them to know life is better than them fighting. Y'all already messed up in a wheelchair. You know what I'm saying? And somebody said, and they're not going to let you get around them because that's how they're making their money. Girl, you think I'm already in a wheelchair? You think I want to be, knuckling up with somebody in a wheelchair like me? Girl, please. Now, if somebody run up on me, yeah, I show them what I'm working with, whether I'm 59 or not. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, what I look like, I'm already in a wheelchair. We already fragile. And somebody snatch you out the wheelchair, you hit the ground, you done broke a bone, and you ain't even felt you broke the bone and all that kind of stuff there. Man, that there is delusional. That's diabolical for them young girls to be pulling each other hair, pulling each other down to the ground and all that. They all on top of each other. Piss bags is busting. Colostomy bag is busting. Diapers everywhere. Shit everywhere. Man, that is so degrading. Man, it's sad. All that for likes and views. The wicked got the world thinking they winning. Because what's understood don't need to be explained. When God blesses you, it shows. When God blesses you, what's understood ain't got to be explained. It shows. God said you ain't got to, people know what to do. You ain't got to, just talk to the people. He the messenger and I'm delivering the message. He said, you ain't got to ask nobody for nothing. I got you. They know what to do. They know what to do on other people's page. Just deliver the message and let them come on there and you deliver the message. And that's what I come on here to do. Deliver the message. And he told me to tell y'all that the wicked is not going to win. And a lot of y'all going to perish because of lack of knowledge. A lot of y'all want to, like y'all know so much, but y'all not living the way that y'all talking. I'm going to say it again. The way that y'all talking, and some of y'all be talking about God and this and that, but y'all not living like that. Y'all don't even have respect for yourself. How could y'all respect somebody else? The wicked is not winning. But of course, by y'all being on the outside and you materialistic, y'all thinking the wicked is winning. All the immaterial things I had, like the stuff that they wearing now, the MCM and all that microphone and all that kind of stuff. I've been doing that when I was a young girl, and now they came back to winning it again. I've been doing Gucci when I was a young girl, all that stuff, and it came back again. So at the end of the day, I'm somebody that's used to having. So I know how to conduct myself. I ain't somebody, oh yeah, this Gucci, I'm Gucci down to the socks. I got the Gucci head, the Gucci this and the Gucci that, or this Louis Vuitton and this and that. I ain't got it. What's understood don't need to be explained. And I don't need all that to validate me. Because it got to be in you. Hey, Mr. Brown. It got to be in you. So when it's in you, what's understood don't need to be explained. So a lot of y'all caught up in an immaterial world. Like, damn, I got to be like her, or I got to make sure I get y'all selling y'all soul. I'm not here to sell my soul. I am here to save souls. To tell y'all what Jehovah doing in my life. The joy I have, the world ain't give it to me, and the world can't take it away. Y'all better get your house in order, because Jehovah gonna come like a thief in the night. And a lot of y'all think y'all gonna be prepared. Y'all think y'all got it going on. He coming. He coming. He is so angry at a lot of you young adults that's being disobedient to a lot of us good parents. I don't care if your mama was a prostitute and your daddy was a crackhead or whatever it is. He said, honor thy mother, thy father, thy days to be longer. And he also said, don't provoke the kids. But at the same time, it's more disrespectful and disobedient young adults than they have disrespectful parents. Yeah, we were guess, use, damage, polos, jabos, ballads. Yes, we did. Gloria Vanderbilt. Yes, we did. So to a lot of y'all youngsters that be on here, that think I'm just be talking just to be talking, he coming. He coming knock on y'all door. You know why? Because y'all all, the wicked got y'all thinking that they got it all sold up, and they don't. It's a facade. And y'all go along and get along. Y'all followers. I ain't never seen so many young people follow the wickedness. And at the end of the day, to know better is to do better. And a lot of y'all don't know no better because y'all following all the wrong people. If y'all notice, a lot of people at a standstill. And y'all one day, y'all be saying a lot of people that let me tell y'all one thing about New Orleans. New Orleans got a lot of people talent. But you know why a lot of people at a standstill? Because just because you got talent don't mean that you going somewhere that you want to go. A lot of people using their God-given talent for all the wrong reasons. And the difference between me and a lot of y'all is I'm trying to reach out and touch a lot of our children. A lot of people be rejecting me. A lot of people, they'd rather call the worldly people and put them on the front line than somebody that's willing to touch a young girl life or a young boy life. No, we don't want her. But that's the one that they need. So you know what? I fought a lot of y'all that's out there in the world. A lot of y'all that's out there in the world that want to use them for their fame and fortune and put them in front and center, when at the end of the day, they ain't trying to save nobody. The people who y'all have the job for is not even qualified for the job. That's who y'all pick. That ain't who God picked. I'm going to say it again. That's who y'all pick. That ain't who God picked. See, a lot of y'all youngsters, y'all so caught up into y'all emotions and y'all feelings of looking at, oh, y'all didn't let jealousy set in with Miss Ann when Miss Ann is one of his. Miss Ann can sit you down and talk to you and tell you how to get a blessing, how to save your soul. It's more to life than immaterial things. Your soul needs to be saved. When your soul saved, you can enjoy your life. You ain't got to be happy today and tomorrow I'm sad and you wondering why I'm sad. You wondering why when you go out, you get drunk. A lot of y'all youngsters out there, y'all get drunk. Y'all be out of y'all body. You know why? Because y'all being tormented, because y'all disobedient. I ain't never seen so many youngsters drink alcohol like y'all be drinking in my life. And a lot of y'all be out of y'all body. You know why? Because y'all disobedient. And y'all fighting those spirits. Those obedient spirits. But let me tell y'all something. When Jehovah come, he coming like a thief in the night. Y'all not going to even be ready. Y'all not going to be ready. They're going to say a storm coming. Because, see, some of y'all, when they tell y'all a storm coming, y'all get prepared. Well, let me stack up. Let me get some water. Let me get this. It's going to be a nice, sunny, beautiful day. And y'all ain't going to even have a chance. And a lot of y'all, when the global warming hit, and y'all cell phones and all that shut down, y'all not going to be prepared. And some of y'all going to be like y'all losing your mind. Because some of y'all can't go without y'all cell phones. The live is ending in a few minutes on IG. And I'm not coming back. I'm going to stay on YouTube and Facebook. But listen to me and listen good. Y'all better get your house in order. The wicked is not winning. The wicked not winning. And they're going to see it one way or another. Because in their mind, they think, oh, this one got it going on and this one got it going on. They being deceived. That's why when people post things, they make people believe that they got it like that. Oh, I got this and I got that. And they might have a little something, but they ain't got what they portray to be. But they want people be attracted to immaterial things. So if I can show the people that I got it like this, they're going to gravitate to me. Because I'm trying to prove a point to them by showing them and making them believe that I got something that I don't have. What's the purpose of a man having 4 and 5 cars and you can't drive on one of them? I could see you having one car and you might have another. But what's the purpose of you saying, oh, I got this car, I got that car, I got another one, I got it for what? Because that's the way of the world. So if you're telling everybody you got this car, you got that car, who are you trying to impress? Because what's understood don't need to be explained. They got people with money, and some people you don't even know they got money. I got me a nice car because that's what I love. I'm supposed to have that. I'm about to be 60 years old. I'm going to enjoy my life. So what, I'm going to wait till I'm 70, 80 years old to enjoy my life? Yeah, I'm 60 years old, and I wanted a beautiful car, and that's what I got. Until I expire on this earth, I'm going to keep a beautiful car. And if you've been here 60, 70 years or whatever, and you're talking about, oh, I don't want, well, that's your preference if you don't want to buy you a nice car. But don't be mad and jealous at me. I got the car because that's what I wanted. I ain't get the car for everybody else. I could have kept my truck. But I got my truck. They didn't have the pull thing for me to pull myself up, and it sit too high, so I got me something else. Jehovah gave me that. Everything that I ever had, Jehovah gave it to me. So why be envious and jealous of somebody that at the end of the day, I suffer for everything that I got. Everything I got, I went through the storm and back. Nothing in life come easy. Even when you change your life, you still got to go through the process. I went through the old car breaking down, even though it was a good car, breaking down, gave me trouble. I went through all this, and I was on the highway one day, and I said, Lord, come on now. I ain't living foul, Lord. Come on now. I talk to God like I'm talking to y'all. I said, Lord, come on now. I just got the car out the shop. Come on, Lord. Come on. And boom, I had an accident. And thank God, in the midst of the accident, I still got my life. That's why I tell y'all, all bad ain't bad. The car was smashed. The steering wheel was sitting in my chest. Because I was having a conversation with God. And I say, God, I just got this car out the shop. I'm riding and talking to God. And I say, Lord, come on. Then I got hit. The car went around, boom, 4 times, spin around 4 times. And I said, all I could remember me saying, not now, Lord. Not now. Oh, I could just, my eyes just, I'm just saying, Lord, not now. And the last time I said, not now, I ran into the tree, like the head-on collision. The car was smashed into the tree. The car was still running, even though it was smashed. I'm a living testimony. And you mean to tell me if I could come on the internet and I could share my testimony with y'all, y'all can't get your life together and say, you know what, Lord, I know I haven't been right. I haven't been living right, but I'm going to try. If Ann could do it, I could do it. I know I'm not perfect, but Lord, I'm going to try my best to live the way that I should be living. And it ain't going to be easy the first time. You're going to have some little bumps and bruises, and the enemy going to be attacking you. The children going to be disrespectful. The grandchildren going to be disrespectful. The dog going to be acting up. The cat going to be scratching. All kind of stuff going to be coming your way, but you got to stand. Because he said, I'll put no more on you than you could bear. But you're going to go through the test. The old fling's going to be calling. If you ain't had none and you celibate, the old lady going to be calling. The old man going to be calling. That's temptation. You done left somebody's husband alone. You done left somebody's wife alone. You don't do the thing. You don't drink like you used to. You done slack up going out. You don't go out every day of the week. But the enemy's still going to come. But you got to always remember, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. That's what he said. And every tongue that rises up against me must be condemned. No weapon formed against me. No weapon formed against me. When you living right, the weapon gonna form, but it's not gonna prosper. But if you ain't living right, the weapon gonna form and it's gonna prosper because you ain't living right. So ain't no need in you asking Jehovah, why me? Why I'm going through this? Why not you? How many times I gotta tell you to get your life in order? How many chances I'm gonna give you? 7 times, 7 times, 7, and you still don't want to get it right. Some people gonna die in their sins. And some people don't believe in the afterlife. Some people living day by day, but at the end of the day, I believe in Jehovah. You know why? Because he ain't never left me, nor the forsaken me. I leave him. He ain't never left me. But I'm not going to ever leave him again. And do temptation come at me? Temptation come all the time. He come through calling the phone. You need some money? Nah, I'm good. And then the enemy gonna have you thinking, but damn, I did see these shoes that I wanted. And you know what he said? You better not take that money. If I said I supply your each and every need, why would you take somebody's money who you know ain't no good for you. That's temptation. We gonna be tempted. That's life. But you gotta take a stand. I'm not perfect, but I know what to do and what not to do. I'm not gonna let the enemy set me up. If Jehovah told me, I got you, I'm gonna supply you each and every need. Well, why are you thinking about going and get some money from him? Didn't I tell you I got you? Then I pulled you away from him, them. So you shouldn't even be thinking about that. But that's a part of the process. That's a part of the test. A lot of y'all done broke relationship off. And then y'all get vulnerable. Y'all get tired. Y'all get weak. And you know what y'all do? You pick up the phone and you put down the phone. Or, yeah, no, I ain't gonna call her. You get lonely and you human. But at the end of the day, and then when you call them, then y'all get into a fuss and you be like, man, I know I shouldn't have called this punk ass. But you did it anyway when you know you shouldn't have did it. But if you can stand and sacrifice and be sincere and stand on it, you know, like when you fast and you know temptation, like say like you're a person that like cold drink or you like candy or you like something and you know every day you have to drink a cold drink. You everything you drink a Coke, a Sprite, or something like that, and you know you're not supposed to have this. But if you go on a fast and you read John chapter 14, John chapter 14, let not my heart be troubled, in my Father's house of many mansions. I read John chapter 14, I read Psalms 91 and Psalms 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green path. So if you read John chapter 14 and you make a promise to Jehovah and you ask for something, but whatever you promise him that you ain't gonna do, you can't go back on your word. The last thing you want to do is make a promise to Jehovah and don't keep it. Because when you make a promise to him and you don't keep it and you break that promise, you're going to pay for breaking that promise. But everything I ever asked Jehovah for, and whenever I ever made a promise, I kept it. I said, you know what, Lord? But I ain't going to lie. It had been times I said I wasn't going to do something. And I turned around and did it again. And I said, you know what, Lord? Once I make that promise. See, saying you ain't going to do something is different than making a promise. Because once you make that promise, ain't no coming back from that. If you promise him, you say, Lord, I know I love this man, or I know I love this woman. I know she ain't no good for me. I know he ain't no good for me. Lord, I promise you, if you get me out of this, Lord, I'm asking you to give me the strength. Lord, I need you to pay my bills. Lord, I want this, I want that. But I promise you, I'm going to leave this man alone and I'm not going to deal with this man or this woman ever again. Lord, and if you ask God and God provide your every need and you go back on your word and you get back with that man or that woman, you're going to suffer the consequence. Because he already done pulled you out of a situation that you didn't went back in. And a lot of y'all still doing that. A lot of y'all playing with God like he don't exist. Oh, he exists. So at the end of the day, if you want your children to be protected, you want to be protected, y'all got to start living right. A lot of them children took on a lot of your pain. And y'all owe these children that love back that y'all done took from them. These children saw some things that they should never have to see. Us being mentally and physically abused. That's something that our kids should have never had to endure. And now when they get older, you think they not going to remember their daddy or their mama or somebody mentally and physically abusing them? They going to remember that. Just like you hurt, they hurt. So if you're in a toxic relationship and somebody abusing you, that should affect your children too. That affect people that really, really love you. And that's the type of life that y'all want to be around. That's the type of life that you want your children to embrace. Oh, well, my mama used to get beat by my daddy. Oh, my daddy and my mama used to fight all the time. And my daddy and my mama used to be accusing my daddy of messing with the neighbor, messing with the woman. And my daddy used to accuse my mama of messing with the milkman or the mailman and all that. And it's so toxic. So at the end of the day, so it become the new norm to the children. So a lot of us gotta ask the children for forgiveness. Please forgive me for allowing you to see me go through what I went through, because a child should never see their parents being abused or misused. When we stay in a toxic relationship, we not only affecting ourselves, we affecting any and everybody that really, really love us. So some of y'all do owe the children an apology. Sit down and talk to them and let them know, I'm sorry, it's not okay. It's not okay that I stood with your daddy and I stood with your mama. It wasn't okay. So whatever you saw, I'm sorry. I ain't meant for you to see that. But it's not okay for a man or a woman to abuse one another. You got to let them know it's not okay while they're still young. You don't want your son to grow up thinking that's the way you're supposed to treat a woman. You don't want your daughter to grow up thinking that a woman's supposed to be accepting a man abusing her like that. So yeah, a lot of y'all have to repent, and some of y'all do owe y'all kids apology. But anyway, I love y'all, and I thank God for y'all. I thank God for the wisdom that He give me. I thank God for the words that He give me to touch other people's life. I thank God that He allowed people to come on my live and listen to me and allow me to touch people's lives. But if you're a part of this life, you need to change your life. And I mean change it sooner than you think. Because Jehovah is angry right now. Because the wicked got the world thinking they winning. Anytime we got a president that think he rule the world, no. He think he Jesus. He don't rule the world. He don't have the final say so. That means the wicked think that they are in control of the world. He said, what profits a man to gain the whole world and lose their soul? Is that you? Is you on here? You want to gain all the immaterial things and lose your soul? I'd rather have Jesus, Jehovah, than all the immaterial things in the world. I'd rather for my soul to be saved than have all the immaterial things in the world. So I love you, Queen. And tell your children that I love them too. And kiss them for me. I love you, Sandra. Love you, Wanda. Love you, Rhonda. Love you, Paula. I love each and every one of y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all pray for me. I'm going to pray for y'all. And at the end of the day, all y'all got to do is just have faith as a mustard seed. And I want y'all to realize that it's not going to happen overnight. The money that you need, the things that you need right now, that you're asking God for, it's not going to happen overnight. But I promise you, without a shadow of doubt, sure as I speak the words out of my mouth, He going to make a way for you. You're going to wonder where it came from, but you're going to know where it came from. But it's going to come out of nowhere. And you're going to say, Miss Ann said that Jehovah was going to show up and show up. He said all you got to have is this much faith as the mustard seed. I just want you to trust and believe that what you asking for, Anybody that's on my live right now tonight, even the people that I can't see, if you asking God and believing that God gonna do something for you, you got to stand on that. But after he give you what you asking for, what you gonna do for him? That's the question. What you gonna do for him? And I love y'all, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Just know that the road ain't gonna never be easy. But once God bless you and give you the things, the desires of your heart, all you got to do is acknowledge him and testify and tell somebody else, let me tell you what Jehovah did for me. That's all. It's that simple. He said, acknowledge me for who I am and you become saved. He just wants you to share a testimony, testify, and acknowledge him. So I love y'all. Y'all be safe. And I pray for y'all. Y'all pray for me. And guess what? We all right. I ain't going to say we going to be all right. We already all right. We are blessed and highly favored. And many are called, but few are chosen. And a lot of y'all is chosen. I see somebody on here get a new house, new car. That house that you prayed for, you already got it. You just saying you worrying about why you didn't get the phone call yet. It's already done. Why you worried? That car that you went try to get and you don't like that one, he ain't say you had to settle. He ain't say you had to get what you want. It's already done. The money you need to pay your bills, the new furniture, new bed, whatever you want, it's already done. In Jesus' name, I decree and I declare, in the name of Jesus. I love y'all. Y'all be blessed, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Same time, same place. Y'all be blessed.